5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
The winning run of Team Secret over EG is extended to 7 consecutive matches. Will it be 8? That's the question we're going to ask, because they will then take a 2-0 unassailable lead in the lower bracket and make their way through to the next round. Welcome back to ESL 1 Birmingham. Alongside me, Toby 1 and Kyle to move towards our second draft. A draft, gents, which, you know, when you compare it to the first one, Secret dominated. You know, it was a great draft, great execution, did everything they possibly could. OG have got to come up with something magical for draft number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I said like Puppey. I think Puppey is a better drafter than No-Tail, but I think No-Tail's arguably the best at like breaking the game. You know, finding mechanics within Dota that just seem silly. Already this tournament with the Grimstroke Warlock, right? Going all the way back to their original Diamonds with Miracle, just like Radiance abuse, heal tank mechanics, you know. They need to find that to beat Secret, because you aren't going to be able to go toe-to-toe with this team and take them down. At least not my opinion.
Yeah, I did feel like this draft was a little bit more reactionary in game one. It's like, well, okay, they got Enigma, what do we get? Okay, let's get Silencer to counter this, but that kind of pigeonholes them into playing a specific way. And they just need to find something else around that. Like, it's not like they should be surprised. Like, it's a Yaps or Enigma. Like, this is going to come.
You can also see the difference in like the way these teams approach the games, where Secret is very much, you know, the sum of our parts. All 5 of us have the ability to impact this game in a large way, not just because we have net worth, but, you know, look at the heroes everyone's playing. Tide, Enigma, Rost is your 3, 4, 5. Comparatively, OG, Beastmaster, Earth Spirit, and Silencer, you're playing around what Ana does, what Thompson does, and you need to enable them to be the superstars. If you're not able, if you can't do that, you're just gonna lose the game, and it feels like you end up in like this 2-on-5 scenario. So I'd like to see them do something a bit differently, and notably, if you check out the match duration, this is the way OG need to be playing. You can't have a troll that's got to go Battle Fury and then a 24-minute BKB. You want to be looking to take racks at that point. Oh, that's when OG wins their games. As these games go later, specifically into the super late, Secret have a massive advantage.
Yeah, likewise. Very short games tend to go the way of the OG. A 14-minute game during the group stages, as well as a 22-minute game in the group stages.
Yeah, it's because they, like, OG are one of those teams that just keep running at you. Like, they keep their momentum up. Like Carl said, like, you need a snowball with, like, and it feels like it's not just like that whole, we have a 2 position in the mid, like, we get a TA that needs to snowball. It's like the entire team actually has that kind of pressure on them to snowball, and that's what makes them such an entertaining team, where the snowball will stop in its tracks, and that's when they need the big AoE stunts and controls coming in from Seb that then enable them to get that momentum back again. But if they lose it, like without that big Seb recovery, and it just doesn't come.
All right, well, we're a couple into the draft already, as we join it in the second phase bans. What have you made of that, Carl?
They let Chen through.
They've also let the Magnus.
They let Chen through on purpose, though. I think Lone Druid is one of the best heroes at dealing with Chen. Similar to why Furion's so good against it, because Chen is slow, right? Even with the TPs around the map, you know, you want to go get your creep army, push down a tower. You're gonna have your team with you to do so. A Lone Druid can match your push by himself. In addition, the Radiance at some point makes Chen creeps ineffective, and the AoE fear as well. Just, you know, it's just a good matchup. And then you have the Nisha Morph. Like, this is already, I think, Secret's comfort zone.
Interesting to note, too, from OG, they had the option to pick the Magnus in the first phase. It wasn't banned out, so they troll, but they don't pick the Magnus. And Secret only have 1 more ban. They still banned out the Zeus, which they decided to ban 6 in the last game. But it's like they're saying, you know what, OG, like, play your comfort. Play your mag in your offlane, let the Chen rotate around if this is what you want.
Yeah, it just... I feel like there's a bit of an over-reliance on this troll right now. I think Secret have a read on that. It's a very BKB-dependent core, and it's very time. You need time to come online. And when you have heroes like Rasta, Tide, Enigma, it becomes very difficult for Ana to play Dota, and we've already discussed how OG have this emphasis on getting him to this hyper super carry level and Secret are just game planning around that and ensuring he can't fight them when they're collected as 5.
And I'm just hoping OG can find a comfort zone in their draft. They're going to ban the Warlock themselves, take no more risks, because we are looking at more than likely, unless Secret are doing something shady, the 2 cores being picked up 1 and 2 by Secret. So there's no supports being hidden.
Warlock ban coming out from OG.
Can you translate that one, Red?
You just don't want to give it away ever.
Remaining.
What I miss?
5 seconds remaining.
Gully. All right.
Well,
I'm watching the people as much of the draft.
If I'm Secret, I'm probably banning Mag.
Yeah.
But something Puppy has been criticized for his entire career is his reluctance to ban enemies' comfort heroes and picks.
But he did it in the first game.
Correct. Doesn't mean he'll do it again.
So now he gives them the mag to see whether he can beat with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the typical Puppy style. PPD as well. I really
Partly why they've let them have the Chen as well.
It's something I preferred. Personally, when I was drafting, I felt there was always 2 distinct schools of thought. One in that you can plan around what the enemy's going to pick. The other that, ban out your enemy's favorite heroes. I've always preferred the first. Grimstroke, we saw this synergy yesterday with the E-Blade shotgun from the Morphling. It's kind of busted, and Secret were actually the victims of that, if I'm not mistaken. I remember talking with Mid1 immediately after, and he's just like, yeah, we're just playing, and then all of a sudden Zai's dead. And just, what? It's like 1,800 damage post-reduction. What are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. Find a way around it.
I mean, OG's going to 3rd or 4th pick Mag here. They'll probably take Jarex's hero next, but
yeah,
I would be... I wouldn't bet... I put Paul's life savings on Mag being picked up by OG at some point.
Is that because...
Well, it's more than I have.
I don't think, how about Paul? We can put Paul's car down. That's
hold on a minute. If my
don't get him started on his car.
No, but if my life savings are more than yours,
yeah.
How much money did you not win at home?
Did I not? What? What was that?
Hey, there was no money in that scene, remember? There was only a basketball court and a fantastic clip around from it.
You won a lot of HON competitions, right?
Well, yeah.
Ooh. So how do you not have more life savings than I do?
Well, unfortunately, that game was not quite as profitable as Heroes of the Storm and had the same fate.
Let's come back to Dota where we got interesting things. I'm loving this Grimstroke now combining with Ogre.
Yeah.
This is one of these kind of soulbind combinations we haven't seen yet.
You know why? Because when Grimstroke ults, you cast a spell on the soulbind, it casts a separate instance. Those can multicast.
Yeah.
Which means you can also, it's just cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. And I also really like Ogre Lone Druid, Ogre Morph. These are 2 heroes that are already so strong. Ogre Lone Druid was a common opener even back in, I think, 2015-16, because you just buff the bear, and the tower's dead. And now if you're OG, it's like, all right, can we afford to pick this mag? Because we might be getting bowled over very quickly in this game.
I'm very uncertain about this now, because this isn't room for recovery, because even when you think you're going to have a big team fight, Team Secret can just get that 1 pick off, and then you're having a battle which is 4v5 or even 3v5 if the Soulbind pick off comes. And they go for a Phantom Lances. They're looking for easy dispels, at least.
Well,
and
it's
more
also
maneuverability.
That Secret have no real way of dealing with illusions yet, but natural. It's a good matchup against the Lone Druid. Yeah. But at the same time, once the Radiance is online, where's the damage going to come out from OG? I feel like once again you have these 2 carries that are relatively low damage, especially in the early to mid game, and you don't have a steroid. You're banking, I think, as OG that you're going to be able to utilize this Chen, Sand King, dominate the laning phase, get the early towers, and then be able to plant your PL in the off lane, where he will really not be threatened thus far by anything Secret's picked.
I'm actually wondering how long it takes as well for PL to get his diffusal up probably first. How can he get into the back lines and start to remove a lot of that mana power that needs to come from the supports of Team Secret? Because he can be elusive enough to do that, and maybe that's when you finally see Troll Warlord having the space he needs to do his work, as opposed to I'm always chasing, I'm always getting E-Blade that I can't attack. There needs to be 2 targets in the fights. That's where OG gets a lot of their strength, whereas 2 big cores and Team Secret have to decide which one they're going for, unless they can soulbind both of them.
Thing is, doesn't Soulbind prevent PL from doppling? No?
You're more of a pro than I am. I bend to you.
ban out the CM on Secret. Remember, Secret actually have last pick too. OG got to go for either a. I mean, the Sand King I hope is their 4, which means they're going to need a Seb hero here. And I feel like it's got to be Magnus.
But Puppy doesn't really believe that, though. Like, you wouldn't ban the Crystal Maiden.
It's true.
Because he wants him to pick the mag. He wants him to pick the mag. I think that's why they didn't ban it the first round. They didn't ban it in the second phase. And they haven't banned it last either. They literally want them to pick the mag. He wants to play it. He wants to see if they can beat him with it.
Maybe. The Tide's being banned out now, so they're trying to remove at least that big team fight from the back. And Shadow Shaman is actually a 3-position SK.
They're not going to pick it.
Or, hear me out, it's a mid-Chen. And an off-lane troll.
You were throwing that one around on day 1 of the group stage, saying this is a possibility. If it happens, then I'm sure Blitz is going to have a lot to break down during the game.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then hey, it doesn't.
And also, yeah, just to confirm, if you are soulbound as PL to an ally, leash is applied, which does disable doppelgang.
Okay.
Which means it's a very nice tool at if you can find the real one initially.
Yep.
Tough Dota. Whoever gets that choice. And it's really all about the lanes now for OG. Their supports are definitely stronger than Secrets in the first 10 minutes. Their lanes are all solo. Like they're able to self-sustain, play independently. And Secret, of course, with the Lone Druid Morph, they do need a lot of time to get these heroes online. So now you need some offlaner provides tempo. And there it is. Wow.
First time here on the main stage at ESL 1 Birmingham, we do get a Mars.
It's the exact same story as last game. I like Secret's draft in a game that's even. If OG want to win, they're going to need to have at least 2 extra towers by the 15-minute mark. They're going to need a 4 to 5k gold lead, and they're going to have to throttle out Secret. If the game is even at 15-20 minutes, Secret's going to win this with ease.
Okay.
Wow. It just feels like you're rinsing and repeating the same situation from the first one. But yeah, it's hard to argue with that, but this is OG. If a team is going to gain that momentum in the first 10-15 minutes, it's going to be OG.
The comeback kings. Let's find out whether those comeback kings have got more comeback in them or not, or are Secret cruising into the next round. Let's find out in game number 2.
5 seconds remaining.
Much to Kyle's dismay, it will not be a mid-Chen and off-lane troll. Sadly, we're just going to play by the book here for OG in this game too, and I feel like they can play by the book, right? They're a strong enough team to be able to take it to Team Secret. We've seen it from them in the previous tournaments. We've seen it from them in the group stage.
I mean, I think so, but the thing about OG is, like, they're not, you can't really... Right now, it feels like they want to play that run of Dota.
Yeah.
At TI, we saw them, I mean, against that series against PSG LGD, where they went like 80 minutes and Seb was playing Axe, and they had that whole back and forth, but it almost reminds me more, when they play like that, it reminds me more like of a Liquid style where they treat Ana like their own version of Miracle, where they give him the absolute best late game if they can, give him that matchup and hope that he can sort of succeed in that 1-to-1, which is also why I think they picked him, they have the PL. They did something similar in the Majors game number 3, sore spot for Alliance fans, but the one where they picked the PL into the Morph, ended up carrying that game. They qualified for the Major for Epicenter. But I like this lineup a lot better because I think that Chen is inherently just... It's a broken hero, right?
Insane hero? Yeah.
There's no way that I can't really mince words in that. You saw in Puppy's interview too that he was like, why are these heroes, why are they a thing?
Oh yeah, he was very adamant about the overpowered nature of these heroes, and this is Puppy what? Because it felt like he was just giving an opportunity for OG to take whatever they wanted. He gave them the Chen first of all, but he also gave them the opportunity at any point to take the Troll Magnus combo if they wanted to have that. OG did not bite.
I mean, that's classic Puppy, right? It's much to the chagrin of some of his fans. It's like, Puppy, do you really need to, you don't need to prove anything, man. Just pick up the W, but And if he can beat Chen at this phase, this would be big for them because OG, I mean, no tails, no slouch with this Chen.
Yeah. And this would prove that they can let it out potentially against other teams, which gives them a drafting advantage for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, it's just a little bit scary to do it at like this phase, but they are up a game.
Yeah, they're up a game. They can afford a loss here if they want to go to game 3 to keep things a little bit more hype. I'd appreciate that.
Nisha Morph, who, aside from that one misstep against EG of not building the BKB,
Yep.
for the most part, has looked straight up broken. And I think they have potentially, I'm starting to think this hero is broke.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad you said it, man. I fully agree.
He is sneakily just going up the ladder for me like crazy.
I felt like he was broken last match.
Yeah, we're talking about Lone Druid, by the way.
Yes. I too was talking about that. Definitely wasn't talking about Morphling, which you were just referencing about Nisha.
No, I think that I think
Lone Druid's broke?
I already know that Morph's broke.
Okay.
I think that Lone Druid is really moving up there because he doesn't have any terrible matchups. He farms no matter what. He's not fun to gank. He takes early tier 1 towers. He's a good team fighter. He hits this mid-game timing, which is really sick.
Yeah, I don't think he's like that bad when it comes to team fighting, just because of the Savage Roar that they gave him, combined with the other Roar when he goes into melee form. Oh,
That's no good.
And Mars, a hero upon first release, by the way, which was just straight up broken.
Yeah.
That was the best hero in Dota for a week.
absolutely. And he did receive some nerfs. He received some nerfs to his the shield wall damage. He got a damage nerf, and then maybe something else. Do you think he's actually in an okay place right now? Because teams are not first picking it anymore. We saw it maybe at the start of the group stage, but not so much anymore.
I think he's okay. I feel like on first release, you could have 1,000 HP and at level 7 you were dead. I remember I'd play like Quap against it thinking like, oh, I'll just blink out. I'd have Strength Treads, 2 nulls, and I would just die before I could get Wand off. I was like, that's not what Ice Frog meant for this hero to look like. It felt like first release Earth Spirit. I mean, it's always going to look like that, but nowadays, it's just a lot easier to play against the hero. It doesn't feel as broken. You don't just one-shot people. People are a lot smarter now, too. Like, you stand in the center, you stand near trees. If he pins you to a tree instead of the ulti, it sucks, but you're not dying.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big win. So our lanes are going to be set up where we're just going to have Chen trying to bully out this Mars to protect Phantom Lancer's farm. And then our top duel lane is going to be... I feel like I'm casting inside of a jungle right now. Our top lane is going to be the Sand King and Shadow Shaman against the defensive tri-lane of Team Secret.
There's your chant, guys. They do it for much longer, though.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about other chat wheel chants. I'm like, what other good ones are there? And I was like, there's that Roshan one. But what team is like, oh, let's use that one? And then the crowd gets in on it, and you're like, wait,
Secret did it at the end.
Stop.
People do it at the end.
Yeah.
Like
what,
PSG,
you won the big team fight or something like that? Yeah.
Teams do it at the end. When it's like guaranteed.
Yeah.
No, I think the Seb one might be the best. It's easy for everybody to do.
And some people are able to prove their lung capacity a little bit. What are they saying? William.
What's up?
Disappointing right now, dog. So draft-wise, what are you thinking? Do you feel like OG has a draft advantage this time? Because you seem to like it. I mean, they have the Chen, they've got this Troll Phantom Lancer, so they do have like really good late game.
And they seem to think that PL is the counter to Morph. They've done it multiple times. They have better engage, disengage than they previously did. Because I felt like their last lineup was very all-in. It was pretty much, there was no easy way. Do it up, guys. again. No?
Crowds was pause.
Yeah.
Getting back into it soon, so I'm sure technical issues are not to come to a close soon. Phantom Lancer is going to have kind of a tough, like, early to mid game, because they do have some significant AoE, right, with the Grimstroke, as well as the Mars. Grimstroke just getting more damage off of the Stroke of Fate. Mars just has some pretty good AoE with his.
They have good
dodge
AoE
game.
clear right now. Plus, when Lone Druid eventually gets Radiance.
Yep, you're going to have that constant burn. There is the possibility that if the Grimstroke does get Soulbind on the real Phantom Lancer, say, like, we actually get an Aether Lens, we're doing some sort of smoke gank, like, that hard counters Phantom Lancer if you can actually like, leash him to somebody. Because then at that point, he can't use both of his big abilities, right? He can't use his Doppelganger. He also can't use the Phantom Rush to run around. All his mobility is just totally locked down.
It's going to be just a little bit longer, guys, as quick technical issues.
What are you thinking about the Ogre pickup?
Puppies picked it once
Coming
before.
back. I thought we were, again, we talked about it in this group chat. I thought we were getting greedier with our supports. I thought we were going to go the other direction. Not pick these one-hit wonder supports you're just going to do.
I think with how greedy the cores are, it's okay. With how greedy the cores are, it's okay. Plus, like, Bloodlust is never bad.
Yeah.
You're never feeling bad about having level 7 Bloodlust.
What did they have when the last time they drafted Ogre? Because I felt like it added a frontliner that they kind of needed. But here in this game, like Mars, Lone Druid, Morphling, these are not heroes that need a frontliner. In fact, they provide a lot of tankiness.
That was the game where I think the App Store was, or CM.
Yeah.
So, actually, top of my head.
They stumped William.
I'm usually
such a
pretty
good memory with this stuff.
Yeah, that's. I
That's
know.
such garbage.
I can't remember who he was Bloodlust. It had to have been some hero like Troll. Right?
Ooh! Shout out to several people who got back to me.
But what?
Shout out in particular to Nomad, who I was wondering what the interaction was with the triple adaptive strike. Obviously, we couldn't really test it out.
Yeah.
It actually does hit both heroes twice.
Oh, okay.
So you go from, before you get the level 25 talent on Morphling, you're just talking about a double shotgun blast. That's a quad blast right there. See, this is what I love about being in the UK crowds. You know how to keep things entertaining. Know how to keep themselves entertained anyway.
Yeah, I'm chill. I'm just letting you guys do stuff.
Getting word it should only be a couple more. Guys, the other sponsors are gonna get jealous.
Are they chanting DHL?
Yes. Like always, man.
Go crazy!
How you been feeling about the tournament as a whole so far?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's everyone was really nice. You remember? I remember at TI where everyone would always tell me I was like their 8th favorite caster. At least people here like lie better.
True. They always do like second favorite, so it seems like kind of plausible. Like, oh, of course they're someone ahead of me, but at least they're my second favorite.
I've got imposter syndrome big time. So anytime they tell me I'm like their 8th favorite, I'm like, at least I'm up there.
I made top 10, baby.
I was like, who's behind me? Like Kyle? Like, I'll take that.
So do you know what any of the Korean lines are for the chat room?
I know Roshan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the interpretation on that one, William.
Dude, my Korean's garbage. All the other, what is it? We used to have like the 3 Korean coaches at once. It was like me, he, and Sunbi.
Yeah.
Mine was terrible. Because you can instantly tell that I'm not from Korea.
Like when you talk to other Koreans, they're just like
They always know instantly.
they know.
It's not even close. I mean, when we lived in Korea for Zephyr, Aosin, I think, ended up speaking it better than I did. He learned how to read the language and everything.
And you just learned nothing during. How long were you there?
We were there for a year. Purge came in, I want to say, just right after Christmas and New Year's. My boy Purge Gamers. Or no, he came before Christmas. That was a good Christmas present.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, shout out to Purge. You guys always go wild for him. It's really cool.
Weatherman Purge.
I know you appreciate it a lot.
It doesn't matter where we are in the world. The reaction when we see Weatherman Purge is always the same. And then you were in Germany for how many years? 2?
2 years, yeah.
You learned 0 German.
Nope.
I know that. All right, guys, we've gone from one small issue to another. Now we have a sound issue. Things should be clearing up here quickly. We'll get back into our hype series, which honestly was not the hypest game one, just because Secret shut out OG so hard. Like as soon as OG went for the second time around, they tried to push a tower and just utterly denied. You could kind of feel where it was going.
Yeah, I think this game
is just gonna get hard.
Is a lot better.
Can't escape your sin.
That was nice.
Do you think this game is harder?
Oh, I think this... Oh, we're getting back into the game. Nice.
Nice. All right. Game 2, OG versus Secret is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into it. Right away, we're going to have a little bit of action here. The Inkswell only momentarily stunning here on Seb. He actually has not leveled anything just yet. Just in case he does need the Bro Strike, he pops it now, but does actually stun up Puppy.
He thought about it, but you would die.
You would definitely die.
Level 1 stun is not as good as you think it's going to be.
Yeah. That means he now doesn't have Sandstorm for this laning phase, which is kind of what he needs. So hopefully he'll get the levels.
I'll say the big difference in last game and this game is they don't have to use these like high cooldown ultis to commit to fights. Because in the previous game, they didn't really have the best disables without having these like 90-second cooldown ultis being committed. This time around, they've got the playmakers.
Yeah, they've just got like, Blink Burrow at any point in time, you can start a fight very casually.
Jerax who can go in, you have Chen creeps, you have things that can actually do stuff this time around. Last game, those lineups you can execute, don't get me wrong, but it means that you can't really, there's no room for error. Of course in Dota, like, there's error everywhere.
What are the big advantages from Chen? We kind of talked about like last game how OG needed to switch it up a little bit, maybe try and force Secret up to top lane before going bottom. Nice pickoff on the courier by Puppy. That's really gonna hurt that mid matchup.
Zai, I mean he's poking.
Trying to do some work. Puppy. All right, trying to time the Burrow Strike to get out of the Inkswell. Still managed to get hit there.
Seb, just gonna reset a little bit. Nice. The creep wave was pulled over. Finally give them some XP in this top lane. Honestly, more having an okay time, but Sand King isn't doing that bad.
The double Stout Shield plus double Stout Shield plus Bulwark. He takes a very different approach to many of the other Marses we've seen who go 3-2-0 in their laning phase and get Bulwark afterwards. He's just all about the tankiness here. Fortunately, he's got to head back to base. Our mid lane matchup, the Troll 18-2 compared to the 16-1 of the Lone Druid. So it seems to be going pretty even.
This top lane, though, is going, despite the fact that they're straight up tri-laning.
Should they try dual laning now?
I don't know, because Seb's still level 3. Like, it's not like his XP's been...
Nice two-man burrow, but they're going to be able to get on top of Jerax here. with the Inkswell popping. Jerix turns around, tries to get some damage on the YapzOr. He does some, but still gives up the first blood.
You might just pop Mango and go, but it's better of it. And that death only happens because they got aggressive.
Yeah.
They were fine otherwise in this lane, I think.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well for themselves.
And when it came to pure levels, I was behind.
Oh, pulling in Jerix. Hoping that he would be able to get the shackles on his eye. Maybe they can get an early kill. But he's got double stout shield. Now he's got a ring of protection. Because he knows all the damage that's flowing at him, at least before the Shadow Shaman was here. It was all physical. But Seb's, apparently they feel like he's got the levels that he'll be okay for now. Level 4 with 2 levels of Burrow Strike, that's enough to get away from the Inkswell and then get a little Sandstorm now.
Mid matchup going decently in favor of Thompson right now. Troll's probably one of the few heroes that doesn't care that much about the Lone Druid there. You have high armor, you have the miss percentage chance obviously when you're whirling axes.
Jerix coming in, hopping in with the double damage. Zai's not able to secure those bounty runes.
Dire are
That
scanning.
should be, oh, that's only 2 for 2.
Puppy is hanging around mid right now. Make the long trek all the way around as...
I mean, ganking with Ignite, I'm not sure how powerful that's going to be. Maybe he's just going to try and get vision down. Wonder why he feels it's so important to get vision on this
Radiant
bottom
are
half of the map.
scanning.
probably just see the Chen rotation. I'd imagine if they try to smoke into the jungle, for example,
Yeah.
they probably won't be that careful when you get onto the low ground, which is why I also think he smoked himself, so they're unaware of where the vision could be.
Could be that big wraparound behind the Lone Druid. Staying pretty calm top lane. Sand King gets very, very low, but
He doesn't want to...
that last stroke of fate, at some point he's going to have to poke his head out, Burr Strike away. May not even be able to stick it out for the creep wave. And he doesn't have a shrine available either. YapzOr is not actually sure where he went to. Look at this, Jerix. Fear goes out, but they don't get any damage on him, so Chen is able to pull him away to safety. Well played by Jerix. Just a slight misstep there from Zai. He just could have gotten any damage whatsoever.
Still only level 3 right now is Jerix.
Oh, trying to get him with the spear actually misses, and Jerix holds the shackles onto Zai. Ensuring the kill there. YapzOr and Puppy both made their way down here to try and stop this Chen push, but not their core of Mars. He is going to be up in just 1 second's time, so we'll still have a potential for a 3 versus 3. Not too much damage has been done to the tower just yet.
Finally going to hit level 4, but still not having the best of times right now on this Mars. And the team fight ability of this hero is still very good. He can catch up quite nicely, but
They're going to turn it to the Morphling. They managed to get him before he can go into more strength, but is it going to be enough? It's not. He waveforms a slight distance, not sure where that was headed.
that was so short.
It's going to be very difficult for them to kill the Morphling after he's already...
I think it's more just about the harass, though.
Yeah.
Keep him in check right now. I'm going to go for it again, and Seb does have the stun, but doesn't think it'll lead to anything, and he would be absolutely correct.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, bottom
that's
lane almost
twice.
gets him, does. Zai ends up falling. The 2 supports couldn't really do anything in time. The Inkswell is going to go off onto the Phantom Lancer here. They do have the Phantom's Embrace on the real one. It's going to go back to him.
He's
YapzOr
dead.
turns around, just kills him. Anna thought that he was powerful enough to fight in a 2 versus 1 after killing Zai, but not the case at all.
And Courier once again being sniped out. The best situation for OG. 2-2. Still a big of a lead, just because their other 2 cores are still getting pretty good farm. Plus the Sand King's got near the Morphling CS. As soon as the supports left this lane, Seb feels fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How is it that, like, OG is still drafted kind of greedy, I would say, with having Troll and Phantom Lancer on the same team?
Yeah.
What's the difference here between game 1 and game 2 against a lone druid? Why aren't they just getting run over again?
OG? Because
Yeah.
I think they have a Sand King, which it serves like sort of a similar purpose to the Tide Hunter, in the sense that like you can't really shut this hero out. That's the best part about him as a hero. Like you see this Mars, he's level 4, can't really get anything. He's got 15 CS. He's not going to be active on the map. Whereas No-Tail might go down here, real low here. He's going to get
Send
speared
him back to the tree. Doesn't actually pin him, but it'll still be enough distance. Bazai may still be run down here. Good stroke of fade out from Yapzor. He's got that at level 3 now.
But yeah, the Sand King, that'll make the big difference for them.
Yeah, we did say he was probably one of the best tower defenders with his... Oh, Anna!
If he gets pinned there, he's dead.
Yeah, 100%, because then the Phantom lands on him. He's going to be silenced even if he is able to live long enough through the stun. Jarek showing up now, trying to turn, but Yapzor, he sees this as an opportunity. They're all so tanky, they can just kind of run at these heroes, and the Spear does successfully land on the Phantom through the short fade onto Anna. He's already taken so much damage, he's going to try and run away with Phantom Rush. Really good use of that one. Yapzor will be dying as Chen makes his way over here. Anna survives. 10-minute bounty runes are coming up. The Spear! Anna! How did you just try and do that right in front of Zai? A double kill for him, but he's probably going to fall as the Centaur stun will make sure that No-Tail gets a double kill in return.
That was beyond greedy. That was maybe the greediest thing I've seen at this tournament. It's daytime, you're on the low ground.
They just go up to the high ground.
But even then, they had a ward there. Like,
Yeah.
just run away.
Just run.
Just run. I mean, Zai's game was pretty miserable, and now it's like sort of okay because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And your game will start changing even more as he gets his level 6.
He had such a nice move too.
Where that Phantom Rush onto the neutral creep, getting him away, but he thought like, oh, it was nighttime at the time. Maybe I'll be able to sneak it in. Not the case here. The Chen was the recipient of that double kill. Would be a nice pickup, but unable to do so. And they do have a good counter to that Inkswell, but there is going to be the arena laid out while they finish up the Ogre Magi. Yes, the two supports are stuck here as Nisha makes his rotation over, and they're going to be able to catch Anna as well. It seems they got a successful spear back underneath this Gen 1 tower area. What a great combo there. Just kind of baiting OG in and then trapping them with the arena. So Nisha has plenty of time to bring down all 3 OG heroes.
Now he's just died twice in a row after having more or less free farm. I mean, his supports are dedicated to helping his game out. He was untouched. Zai's game was pretty much ruined as they're going to make the go onto him.
Epicenter with the lasso following up. Zai is definitely going to be dying here, but Seb's kind of stuck as well. They do have the Serpent Wards on top of Midwan, who's in range for him right now. So he's kind of twisty with a Burrow Strike. They might be able to finish him off. They will. Now the jump forward from Anna as well to try and finish up this Grimstroke. Yapzor gets the explosion onto Jarek. Trying to get No-Tail as well. Fortunately, No-Tail sidesteps that, but the urn, it will take him out. Yeah.
Dire's structures
Just
are
a
fortified.
greedy TP from mid one. He TP'd into the middle of all the wards.
Yeah.
Didn't cancel it even after his Mars had died.
Dire's
And it
top
just
tower
sort of
is falling.
ran him down.
Everyone's being so greedy. I'm not entirely sure why. Tome given to the Phantom Lancer. I think that might have been No-Tail, because there's no doubt for me that Jarek's, he takes the Tome every single time. So it's probably No-Tail's. He's like, I've already got my level 6. Do I really need more levels? Better that our core has a better game.
I think this is how OG want to play Dota in general. Give Seb a playmaker, and then pick this like greedier 1-2 combo. Because you do have a very good 1-2 combo in Topson and Nana.
Yep.
High mechanical skill. Because they play so YOLO, they need items. They are not underfarmed, underleveled sort of fighters.
No. They certainly need to have an advantage over the enemy. That way they can do the 1v2, 1v3 plays.
Yeah, like Anna for me, he loves doing that, right? The go in when you probably shouldn't and somehow sort of just like bail yourself out.
I mean, we saw Thompson playing that Monkey King last game. He was always jumping into fights that Turns out he was not strong enough to take.
Dire's bottom tower.
This time though, much cleaner game overall for OG. They are down 8-10, but I mean, considering what last game looked like, they actually took a tower like pre 15 minutes this time around without getting completely team wiped for it. Still advantage, I'd say. Minor advantage for Secret.
Center trying to go for the fast kill on the Puppy and then push that mid-tier 1 tower, but you can see Secret aren't going to respond here with the Soulbind, Phantom Embrace onto the two of them. They're going to try and get the double adaptive strike with a double burrow strike actually from mid 1. Really beautiful play that actually stuns up Thompson as well, gets them stuck inside the arena as a result, and now they're just going to run down heroes as the Bear chasing No Tail away. They're not going to go for Anna, but they will take the free captain of OG. And they can turn around and finish up that tier 1 tower at
That was
their
so well
leisure.
done. Nisha
Radiant structures are fortified.
owns
Sick.
that fight.
So sick. I was just thinking double adaptive strike, but he's like, nah, word strike.
Stun them both. And they're gonna get the mid tower for that. It's that sort of like, I don't know how best to describe it, like passive aggressive. They let you try to come in.
Yeah.
OG's thinking to themselves, well, grab a tier 1 tower after this kill. The mid tower is very important, and instead, Secret just there half a beat sooner.
I mean, they very clearly had a setup in mind with Yapsor sitting in the trees there, and I'm sure Puppy was just yelling at his team like, they just committed a heavy blink epicenter on an Ogre. Like, what do I care about this? You guys should definitely fight them right now. As long as you can catch them, as long as you can stall them up long enough for Nisha to complete his TP, it's going to be a free win, and sure enough, it was.
Nisha was so quick about that.
Yeah.
Losing 4 there and their mid tower. And they really wanted to try to utilize those Shaman wards early on to take towers.
And instead, they've only taken 1 safe lane tower so far. I noticed this about Secret in like the previous patch, that they were one of those teams that was willing to like mass rotate to defend their safe lane tower. They seem to have become, at least in this tournament anyway, the best tower defenders.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're very quick about it. And it's really, what they're really good about is like sending heroes that are supposed to be in front.
Yeah.
Like Ogre dies there, sure, but he'll just buy back. It costs him 200 gold. He can reset the fight for himself. You want to get through a Tide Hunter to get our tower? He'll ravage you and we'll all TP in.
Right. How do you defeat that style of Dota?
I think there are ways. You either match up better against them, like core to core, or you pick a lineup that can punish them and try to push the pace as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these things are, again, easier said than done, as they've been utilizing this throughout the season. And
Would I be correct in saying like game 1 was an example of trying to take a faster pace, and game 2 is matching cores?
Yes, precisely. I think that OG realized their style last game was
Oh,
just...
Seb, he's gonna try and help out Jerix here as he was being pulled away by the Chen, just had to prevent any damage coming to his skin. They are gonna be able to, well, not really go for Nisha. It's got 2 health bars. Pretty hard to beat that. Once again, that mid tower is defended.
But yeah, I think last game, they were trying to just like punish the greed. I mean, there was so much greed on that team. And this time around, they were like, well, those kinds of all-in lineups, they're not very fun to play when you don't have a dominant laning phase. Like when you can't just roll them, take all the tier 1 towers. So OG probably figures they need better ways to just hit towers in general. And they just needed more of a mid-game playstyle where they weren't so reliant on ultis for damage. But they're in a different position now where they're just item dependent, so they need a farm.
Yeah, it's like that mid-tier 1 tower going down. Like, they want to take Secret's mid-tower, but they don't necessarily have to, like last game, right?
Yeah.
Because they have this scaling troll and Phantom Lancer.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, they clearly think that 6-slot for 6-slot, maybe their PL just wins out. With his defusal, he'll burn out the Morse mana. Obviously, it's not as important as it used to be, but it's still pretty annoying for Morph not to be able to make plays. Seb gets ported down here.
Yeah, let the former coach, now off-laner, farm up that bottom lane, but the pick off in top lane, that's going to hurt a lot. The Phantom Lancer, who was farming so well. He had a Diffuser Blade, he was getting close to a Manta, but Now that's been shut down for 40 seconds. They get him, and in return, OG look at bottom lane, try and get aggressive. They run into mid one, but they can't actually fight him. Not with just a Sand King and a Chen, anyway. And it seems like Thompson can't really fight Nisha either. Anytime that the troll tries to turn around and fight the Morphling, Nisha just turns into a troll himself. Now waveform with the Inkswell, pick off on No Tail. Secret, they're beginning to snowball things here. They've already got a 6,000 net worth lead. Pick off after pick off is happening.
Without the Manta, it's so easy for them to just continuously punish this PL.
Yeah. So they're going to need just a bit of time. Meanwhile, Zai has made a pretty complete comeback here, I would say. Phase Boot, Soul Ring, and Blink Dagger by 20 minutes.
Oh,
and another successful spear on Ana. The Chen heal wasn't even close to saving the carry of OG.
It feels like whenever Ana steps out, he just dies.
Yeah.
This is starting to get real rough, and they might even just go into Roshan.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nisha could do it real quick.
And he was probably expecting them to head up to top lane, right?
Yeah.
So he thinks to himself, oh, I'll be able to farm up mid. Now Thompson's going to get caught as well.
This three-man
What's going
death
on?
squad from Secret, just Zai, Puppy, and Yapzor is just doing way too much work right now. And with the DD Morph, just going to walk in Seb. It's going to get spotted here. They've watched the last game. Unlucky for OG, but Secret saw.
Yeah, they're going to make sure there's no afterlife shenanigans here. No Sand King to steal away this Aegis. And they will get it very peacefully.
20-minute mark, Aegis on this Morph, 7k up. They just can't afford to lose Ana again. He really needs to recover his game.
Just keep the urn on him. They get one good stroke of Fade. Seb might go down or reveals himself as he pops Magic Wand. Does get hit by the stroke, and the last couple of ticks of the urn, not quite enough, is the Tranquil Boost started kicking in. Now he's going to be able to stop the Grim Stroke from TPing away, and they've got the Chain Disables here to make sure he doesn't cast any more spells. Seb is going to take some damage, though. Fire Blast as well as the Ignite is enough. Trading out 3 position for the 4 position. They are behind, I guess, so maybe OG isn't that sad about it.
Yeah, it kind of evens out in gold, honestly.
Yeah. Nisha just is never really afraid of that troll. At least not now. Maybe a little bit later, another great spear into the tier 1 tower. Zai showing the proficiency of this Blink Dagger. Now going to throw down the arena to make sure Thompson can't go anywhere. He does manage to get off the battle trance, but it's just delaying the inevitable at this point.
Zai's been so beastly with this Mars post-laning phase.
Yeah.
Him and the 2 supports have just been running around killing cores non-stop. Wherever Thompson and Ana show up, they're instantly there. Ana's hiding in this tree line. Just get spotted here. Don't know.
I'm not sure what he's going to do
double
with
down.
this. Zai knows which one is real. Actually blinking over, thinking it's that illusion was going to be an opportunity. The Sand King inside the Sandstorm now going to be forced out of it. Somebody finish him off. That'll be Zai.
And he actually guessed wrong,
Radiant's middle tower is
but they're still going to grab the tower as a result of this E-Blade fully complete on this Morphling.
tower has fallen.
The timing might just be too fast here. Seb buys back. He does have the ulti.
Lone Druid
Oh,
is
that's so
chopping
quick.
down towers so quickly.
Middle tower has fallen.
Do you manage to get the soul bind? Not the double Phantom's Embrace, but a double spear! A stroke and a spear, that's all it takes to explode OG, as well as the melee barracks apparently. Nisha drops a little bit low, but now the Fire Blast onto the troll. He's been ensnared up, he pops Manta, trying to get away. He doesn't have battle trance, the arena goes down, finishing off the troll, bouncing Jerix into the wall. He's gonna die as well.
They're just going for
Secret
it.
are just diving in. No Tail's gonna get shotgunned down. And Ana, well, he's left alive, but now he's been fire blasted. Silence up does manage to get a doppelganger back inside the fountain. Secret do need to be a little bit careful here and not try and overextend themselves too much into the fountain. They're all alive. They're all going to heal up, and now they're going to focus on a second lane of barracks. They did so well for themselves around that 15-minute marker. There's no tier 2 left in that bottom lane. Another jump forward, another pick off.
This happens in a hurry. And it all just comes down to this 3-man roaming squad. They've made so much space.
They're just going for it.
Yeah, there's no spells up. Seb does have his ulti, but
I mean, it said Nisha had a, what was it, E-Blade like 6 minutes faster than normal or something? And it's definitely catching OG by surprise as Thompson. DP's in aggressively here. A lot of them are low on health or low on mana for Team Secret, so at least OG will be able to hold here, but losing 2 lanes of barracks as well as a tier 4 before the 25-minute marker. 20,000 net worth lead for Team Secret.
so I was wrong. This game is much worse than the last one.
Yeah, it really is. It got worse in a hurry.
Yes. It
That win
happened so
percentage
fast.
went from pretty much even. It was actually an OG's favorite for a while.
I mean,
and
I
then
thought it was fine until
slightly secret.
it was when they just started losing core after core after core. It felt like everyone went on permanent tilt mode.
Yeah.
Saw when Anna died at bottom, and he runs back bottom again, dies again. They catch him mid twice, they catch him top. Just this 3-man group. Thompson tries to take down the mid tower by himself. He gets caught twice, he gets pinned to the wall.
Now he's got a Crimson Guard. Meanwhile, Seb is still working on that Yules.
My thrift
This is
bounty.
gotta be a bit disconcerting for OG. They just lost control of the game so quickly in an elimination game at that, as they had already lost the first game against Team Secret.
And now there's an AC complete too. Anna does have the Manta now, but
Radiant are scanning.
be too little too late.
And this is exactly why Secret is so feared. This season of DPC, man, Team Secret has been crazy good.
I mean, you look at their lineups and you're like, how do we punish this?
Yeah.
There should be a way to make this happen as Anna.
Or they always get discreet to work for them.
they don't.
Doppelganger does manage to spear an illusion instead of the actual real PL, but it doesn't matter. He can't get out of the arena. Secret will find the real one eventually.
Yeah, 3 and 6 this game. They've just hunted him down relentlessly, and this is going to be where they go for it right now. Is there are outer towers available, which will reset the glyph for themselves.
Yeah.
They still have it up, but
It's tier 1, tier 2, and the shrine up there. There's also going to be Roshan. That's something that Team Secret could chill out and wait for if they really wanted to. The Burrow Strike out from Seb, leading things off and a blink away. But maybe he didn't blink far enough away as the Ogre managed to get on top of him. Yule Scepter to be able to get rid of that silence of the Phantom's Embrace. Dodging the Inkswell as well. Jarek's just making sure that everybody does get out successfully.
and 3 from Secret. I mean, they're just kind of roving together. A lot of synergy there too.
Dire's middle tower.
While their other 2 cores are just hitting the base.
Radiant's top
Take the
shrine
tier 2
is
tower.
under attack.
I mean, feasibly, you can just take all these shrines
Radiant's top shrine has
and
fallen.
go for the Roshan. There's no real rush for them, as the mid tower finally does fall. Jarek's committed the ultimate for that. His eyes on the hunt right now, but we'll just TP out.
Satanic for Nisha. I guess he feels like he can't really get locked down. It's pretty much, oh, great soul fight. He's going to be able to lock the 2 of them together. Seb is stuck on top of the cliff right now when Nisha says hello with a Burrow Strike of his own. No tail. Going to be chased down by Zai, who just goes ahead and throws out the arena because why not? They've already picked up the important heroes in Sand King and Troll.
Wasn't the score really close at one point?
Yes.
Now it's 11-31. Secret's averaging like more than a kill a minute.
Radiant structure.
Team Secret never get too far ahead of themselves. Back up, regroup. And
Just gonna hit this tower as Nisha has his own little sandstorm. Seb, 10 seconds left on him, but this should be Megas. It's gonna happen so quickly.
OG, I mean, they want to say an ESL 1 Birmingham, but against Megas this early on, I just don't know how they're going to be able to do so. Anna starts running out. They need to be able to catch something here. They're going to go for mid-1, but they are instead only getting the bear until the Burrow Strike on through. They also have that leash out from Jarek for a while, but mid-1, he's going to be able to get away with it in part thanks to the Inkswell. Now they're just beating down the real Anna. Nisha always seems to be finding the real one, and now the spear onto the troll, locking him inside of the trees. He's dead with no buyback. Anna can buy back if they want to. and fight for the throne to the bitter end. But Team Secret, we took a tier 4, what was it, like 18, 20 minutes or something?
Yeah.
They're going to finish off the other one, go for the throne, and OG just like that. They are eliminated. This was a team that, again, was building up momentum, but in this series, it was all Secret, all day. Like, that was the closest thing to a shutout that we're going to see.